Hi, welcome to another section on ABCC exchange tutorial. I will continue. We want to discuss about how you can activate security for your ABCC exchange account, which is very paramount. Like we've learned in previous tutorials that your security matters, because don't forget you are talking about money here. So either in digital or whatever, it is money which has value. So with that in mind, and be a newbie, we'll put you through some do's and don'ts when you're activating Google Authenticator and some other things you need to know. So let's get started. You are logged in and you are in your fund balance. Locate this profile icon here, go to accounts, if you just log in for the first time, this should be where it will bring you in with a pop-up notifying you to activate Google Authenticator or phone 2FA or so which we ignored earlier. So this is it. We are back here now. We have these different ways to secure the account. So one of it is this Google. This short means Google Authenticator. There is an application that was created by Google which generates, like, let's say, temporary password every 1 minute. So that means if you have access to that code now, within a minute after it has changed. So that makes it more secure than just static password that somebody could get. So even if somebody gets your authenticator code now and didn't log in instantly, the person will not be able to use that code again, because it will expire after the 1 minute. So considering that, it is very essential to activate such as second layer or something, so that when you enter password, you still need to enter. So even if somebody have access to your password, once they don't have access to that code per time on that your phone, then they can't access it. So to use Google Authenticator, you need a mobile phone, which could be Android or iOS. So to have that, you can install it from their stores. So once you get it installed, the next thing you want to do is you want to come here. You see it not enabled, used to withdraw and changing security settings. So once you withdraw this, you put this, you will need to always use that code to withdraw. And when you want to change other security settings, you see here. So the next thing you want to do is enable. So before you enable, I want to believe you should get that ready. As you can see it here, download the app. That's the first step. Install Google Authenticator app. If you have already done it, please click the button to continue. So you can use this link to go, or just search for it from the store and download and install it. Once you have installed, you move to the next one. Next step, scan the QR code with Google Authenticator or copy the code into the app. If you have already scanned it, please click the button to continue. So this QR code is just another way of making it easier to have things like this. In cryptocurrency, you deal with a lot of numbers, numerics, and code and some things like that. There are times like wallet ID too long for you to memorize. So things like this, all these things will be encoded in it. With you just scanning it, you can pick up the address. So that's what this is. This same thing is what is here. So you can just scan, but like we always recommend for you as a newbie, please, we don't recommend using the scan. And this is the reason. As a newbie, you are not exposed to a lot of these things, and they have the downside. The downside is this: once you bind or enable this thing to this place, to that particular app, you cannot access or withdraw from this account again, even if that phone gets damaged and you don't have access to that app. The only thing that can give you access to it again is this code. So if you have added it to the app using this and you didn't copy and save this code, then you risk losing your fund forever in this account, especially if it is not a verified account. So now the best option is to copy this code. So we use a text, as we said it, that this account is dedicated for the tutorial. So, and we believe as a newbie you have a lot of things you don't understand, so that's why we make sure we do all these things. This code we are saying here should not be displayed. So it's not something, this one is a tutorial account, so even if anybody try to hack in, they get nothing to gain from it as an empty account. So but you that you'll be keeping your fund, you have to be very, very careful. These things are not meant to be exposed. Anyone that have access to this can equally reset a lot of things in your account. So make sure you keep this. The first thing you want to do is at least get a notepad, paste it there and make sure you save it. Do you see it now? You have it here. So after copy and paste, don't click the next step yet. The next thing you need to do, get your app, Google Authenticator app on your phone, and open it. Open the Authenticator app. So once you have it open, I think I may be able to pull in some things up. You will see it from the screen up. I think trying to, so that you understand it. So once you open the Google Authenticator app, then the next thing you want to do, you see the red plus sign that tells you want to add bind an account with that your Google app. So once you click on that red plus sign, it will give you option to scan a barcode or enter a provided key. So if you click scan barcode, you will put your phone camera here to scan it and pick up this code from here. But like I've told you, don't do that, is not recommended. I will guide you through the best option to go through as a newbie for you not to regret it later. So now you've copied this. The next thing you want to do is you click on the second option, which is enter a provided key. So in there you have option for account name. That's the app. You can bind it with a lot of apps. So for you to remember, you can just use any a name about ABCC tutorial. So ABCC tutorial. Then open this, type this out from here, not even from here. The reason why you need to type it from here is that this is what you have saved. So for you to be sure that this code is correct, type it from here. So if this code is not correct, you won't be able to bind this successfully, and you'll be able to know and correct it where necessary. So let's get that done. You bind this, type in the code. I think possibly you can bring that on screen for you to see. So click the add button. Once done, secret saved. So it will start generating the code every 1 minute. So let's try and see now if what we have bind is correct. Click the next step. Please, do you see it? Back up the key. If you have already done it, please click the button to continue. Do you see what we said earlier? You need to back this up. If not, it may become ethic to get back your fund. So next step, we have back it up. Don't forget, that's it here. So next, so enable Google Authenticator. So you need to put your password. Then you now check for a code, the current code in that authenticator based on the one we just added, and put it. So if we have bind it correctly, this code will work. If not, it will say error. So let's have that done. So the moment you put the 6, it will be enabled. Wow, so that means we have already had it successful. Do you see it now? So this is it, enabled. And henceforth, if you are logging in and doing some other things, withdraw, it will ask you to put that code as well. So that's another layer of security. So even if somebody have your password, may not be able to log in without that app. So that's it. You can see it here. So except if you want to disable, don't forget this, your key should be kept, so that anytime you change your phone or it get crashed or stolen or call or whatever, and you change phone, you can install any other new version of app, then put the same code inside to start generating code to use here. So that's it. We've been able to guide step by step. Don't forget those do's and don'ts. They are very important. Save this, and like we said, as you have this, you can put it in your Google Authenticator code and generate code to access this account. So that's why we've told you this is just an empty plain tutorial account. So don't ever expose things like this to any other person for your own account which retain funds. So it's not secured. So that's it. We already have that set up. So I think, should we even try to see how that works? Maybe we should try and log out. Let me see. Considering the fact that as a newbie you have a lot of things you want to be taught step by step, let's see how that give additional security to the account. So let's log in. So log in. Normally, if all the details are correct, the only thing you get is this puzzle. Once you move this puzzle, then you can log in. Do you see it now? So instead of logging in, so assuming somebody had gotten your password but doesn't have access to this, your Authenticator app and your code, then this is where the person will be logged, which is not easy for them to get through. So though it doesn't still guarantee 100% security, so just make sure you practice other security, not keeping each fund on centralized exchange like this, and not, if you don't intend trading, these centralized exchange are not the best place to keep your crypto fund investment for a very long time without the purpose of trading. So let's try and see what the code they have for us. Okay, good. So do you see it now? Submitting. So this see it now. So that's why it's another layer. It gives it a backup just after the password. So that's it. Some people use password that are easy to guess or something. So, but these ones are not for guess. So you can see it. Then you can disable anytime if you want to. But it's advisable, at least out of this security, you should always have this enabled. So let's meet on next security tips section of the tutorial, where we talk about other ways to secure your ABCC account. I want to believe this is a bit long section of the video out of all the series you've done, but at least it's for a purpose to make sure as a newbie you get the do's and don'ts and play safe with your account and investment. So don't forget, register on mycryptodictionary.com. Start any cryptocurrency daily using the app, interacting, refer, and any more. And let's build the world #1 cryptocurrency dictionary together. And don't forget, you can also support the app and help us to make this and move ahead so that we can reach out to more newbies, build platform to further the cause of crypto mass adoption. So thanks so much. Bye for now.